found that this way of doing the puzzle, just basically filling 2 pieces of paper with some of the pieces and starting with just those, not for the blue, that would not have worked, but where there is some difference in colors and all, that is something that at least seems to be working for me, which is nice. And sometimes still very hard, especially in the beginning, but you know, we all start somewhere, or in this case I'm finishing with this, ending with this, stopping with this. English is hard sometimes. There are at least some different colors here. Problem is, it's so far. So yeah, the seeing this whole puzzle when I sit here isn't actually the easiest. Maybe I should have thought of that before, but at the same time I don't really have anywhere else to put it. And the start is always, nope, start of a new thing. So I was just told today, and as soon as I use some of the pieces from here, I just add some more from the pile I have that eventually I'll, use up eventually. Today I was told by my boss, because at work my position is supposed to be cut, and I thought I might only have work until the end of July. And then the beginning of last week, my boss told me that it might be pushed, so I might work there until, August, maybe even September. And today I was told that I'm gonna stay there for the rest of the year. But don't worry, my position will be cut, but at least I'll have a job for the rest of the year. So I can't help but wonder, okay, are you sure about that? I mean, you seem to have changed your mind several times already, so who knows? Nope. Nope. And as almost always, I have my cup of tea with me. Today it's blackcurrant. I think that's how you say it. Sometimes I do not know how to pronounce words in English. Warm. I don't feel like I have a lot to say today, but I've said that before, and then I end up talking to you guys or my camera, however you want to phrase it, for like half an hour. So yeah, but the work thing is I think it's confusing me. I mean, I'm happy about it, but I'm also like, make up your minds, would you? But in a way they have, so shouldn't be complaining, because I like having a job because that means I get money, and I need money to be able to buy a homestead, which is kind of my ultimate goal in a way, to buy a homestead. And I really want to have a house that, that there's something I can fix, so I learn to, fix things and, make it exactly how I want it. That would be cool. And yeah, I know if it's not exactly how I want it when I buy it, I could always change it. But with the current place, I haven't really changed it because, it works. So why, if it ain't broke, why fix it, But the thing is, why not? I can, or I could. I mean, honestly, I'm more thinking about buying a new house instead of fixing this one, because it'll never be what I want anyway. So I rather start fresh and new with, a new one. It doesn't have to be a new house. I mean, a lot of new houses do not have basements, and that's the thing I want. I really want a basement because of reasons. The reasons being, I want to grow food. I want to grow vegetables on my farm. And, you know, when you grow stuff, you're gonna need to have somewhere to store it. And I'm used to storing like potatoes and carrots and all in the basement. That's what I grew up with. Yeah. So there's that. And because of that, I want a basement. And yeah, it's a, you know, place to store stuff. I'm gonna try to not have too many things to store, not like stuff. Food, yes, stuff. Try to avoid that because, I mean, when I find a house and we'll move away from this place, I have so much stuff. There is stuff everywhere, and which is kind of, I feel like it's starting to get a little crazy because I knew I had a lot of stuff, and I've been working for a couple of years now to like get rid of things a little by little. And you could probably fill my car twice, if not 3 or 4 times even, with all the things that I've gotten rid of, and my house is still full of stuff. So it's like, it's insane how much stuff you can fit in a house without really realizing how much stuff it actually is. Because that's a lot of stuff. Way too much stuff. And also, we don't really need that much stuff. I mean, I like my stuff, but like at the same time, sometimes having too much stuff, at least in my opinion, feels very overwhelming because it's just so much, and you don't really need a ton of stuff. You need stuff to, like, you know, it's nice to have clothes and furniture and books and plants and, you know, puzzles, but there are limits to how much you actually need. And I'm not saying like you should only have what you absolutely need. I mean, I don't technically need all the books I have. I probably don't technically need all the puzzles I have, but I enjoy them. So I kind of need them for my enjoyment. I could always use that as an excuse in a way, but that did not work. But you don't necessarily need everything, but you should always, not always, but you should always make sure to have stuff you enjoy. I mean, if there's something you don't like of the stuff you have, get rid of it because you don't need it unless you actually need it. That could get very confusing. I really hope you follow my train of thought. It's it's occasionally a little jumbled. And ooh. And this was a little harder because I think I thought like, oh, I'm gonna fit a lot of these. It'll be easy. It's not. It never is. I should have learned that by now, but I keep like imagining it. It's like, oh, sure, it'll be fine. Oh, I thought that would fit. But, you know, it'll work out. I'll figure it out, the whole puzzle, eventually. It'll take some time, obviously. Ooh. You know, when I imagined this to be easier than what it currently is, I was thinking that I would like do it not super quick, but like somewhat quick, and you'd be able to see just everything in the little time period that I would be filming it, because it'd be so quick. I was wrong. That's okay. I mean, we all make mistakes, right? Please say yes. We all make mistakes, at least sometimes. I mean, we do a lot of good things too, and like not mess up. But I think, like, I don't know if I'm correct, but I feel pretty confident about this one, that a part of being human is to make mistakes. It's, I don't know, part of who we are, how we are, what we are. I'm not sure how to phrase that. Point is, there are a lot of mistakes going around. I mean, have you seen the world lately? It's, yeah, crazy, bonkers. There are a lot of words you can use for it. Completely insane. But I'm hoping that at some point things will settle down a little, work itself out, or have people work it out in a good, non-violent way. That's apparently really hard these days. I mean, a lot of things are going on, and I mean, sometimes I can't help but wonder what the fuck is wrong with people. Don't you have a brain? And then I realized that some people might not. But at least that's what it seems like. So, you know, there's that. But yeah, well, it's crazy. And it has been for a while now. I'd like for the world to not be that crazy anymore. That would be great. I don't feel I have much say over it, which, I mean, in a way, I'm happy about it, because I think I would have been made a horrible dictator, but, you know, then you have some of today's politicians that are trying to be dictators, or some of them are, and like, maybe let people make up their own minds, and that will be cool. Then again, there are some people that probably should not be allowed to. And I do not agree with all of it. I do agree with puzzling being a good thing though, so maybe that's the thing. Like, send crazy people puzzles so they don't ruin other people's lives. They could just get annoyed when there's a lot of blue that they have to do, because, you know, it's a lot of one thing and it gets annoying, but, you know, and then they get to feel a sense of mastery and, you know, being able to do things when they finally figure it out and actually do it, and then they can be happy and don't go off being crazy. So maybe that's a good solution. I mean, I like that solution. I'm not sure if the only solution, probably not. But, you know, it could be one of them, or at least part of the solution. Give people puzzles and have them not be like crazy around other people. They can be crazy sitting alone in their house doing a puzzle. That's okay. Is that very telling for me, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. But, like, can people stop being so stupid and, like, start using their brains to think about, like, how they act, what they say? And, you know, don't be an idiot. Don't be an asshole. Be kind. Help each other out, instead of stepping all over each other, because that's not nice. No one likes being walked all over, so be nice to each other. You know, I think we could get, like, far if that's what we were doing. Like, you know, being nice to each other. It's a pretty cool thing. At least in my opinion. And I'm realizing you won't see the end of this today, but this is where I will end the video. Thank you so much for watching. How do you feel about politicians and puzzles and the idea of giving crazy people a puzzle so maybe they're not crazy around us? What do you feel about that idea? Leave a comment down in the comment section and I'll see you in the next video.